Hello, Alabama. Milroe is already making headlines. Have you been following along? Yep, you didn't expect that. Now for the news, but first subscribe to the channel. Jaylen Milroe is quickly becoming the center of attention in the college football scene, especially with his impressive season thus far. Comparing him to Lamar Jackson, as analyst Mel Kiper Jr. did, is not only a high compliment, but also an acknowledgement of the skills Milroe has demonstrated on the field. Milroe displays that rare ability to glide when he runs, something that, as mentioned, is reminiscent of Jackson's dynamism at Louisville and later in the NFL with the Baltimore Ravens. Kiper noted that Milroe is a player who wants to be great, with a strong character and a mindset willing to accept guidance and coaching. That's something head coach Kalen DeBoer has taken full advantage of since taking over at Alabama. DeBoer, with his forward-thinking mindset and talent development skills, is clearly playing a key role in Milroe's development. The coach understands that Jaylen is not only an exceptional runner, but someone who can command the air attack with authority. This relationship between Milroe and DeBoer is proving crucial to the young quarterback's development. Kiper's lack of conviction about Milroe as an elite NFL draft prospect is understandable given the intensity of the competition. However, that shouldn't diminish the impact he's had early this season. Being listed as the fifth quarterback in the 2025 class, behind the likes of Shedeur Sanders and Carson Beck, is an interesting position to be in, but Milroe has the potential to quickly move up that list. He's a player looking to impress NFL scouts and gain more national prominence. Milroe has already shown that he can perform well against the elite, as he did in the SEC championship last December. On that occasion, he had a solid performance against Georgia, completing 13 of 23 passes for 192 yards and 2 touchdowns, leading Alabama to a dramatic 27-24 victory that will go down in history as a great memory for his career. So far, the 2024 season has been nothing short of promising for Milroe. With 590 passing yards, 156 rushing yards, and a total of 14 touchdowns without a turnover in 3 games, he has proven to be a reliable and efficient leader for Alabama. Even against lesser opponents like Western Kentucky, South Florida, and Wisconsin, Milroe's performance has been remarkable, and his growth as a quarterback under DeBoer's tutelage is evident. DeBoer, who has demonstrated that he is a coach with vision and the ability to develop talent, is clearly molding Milroe into a dual threat who can dominate in both the passing and running game. This balance between developing his skills as a passer and his already impressive running ability is what makes Milroe so interesting to analysts and coaches alike. Milroe has all the tools to excel not only this college season, but also as a future NFL prospect. His combination of strength, agility, and leadership skills, combined with the support and development provided by Kalen DeBoer, promises to be a winning formula for Alabama. If he continues to develop, especially if he increasingly understands how to apply and exploit his skills, he will be a great player. Let's keep going. The Oregon Ducks' renewed interest in Djon Lee is certainly intriguing, considering his firm commitment to Alabama since June. Head coach Dan Lanning seems determined to try to change the mind of a player who has already shown himself to be a firm believer in his commitment to the Crimson Tide. However, it is important to reiterate that Lee appears to be firm in his decision, and while he continues to be courted by other programs, his choice for Alabama has all the makings of him. Lanning's surprising recruiting style is noteworthy, but the work Alabama has done thus far should ensure that this commitment is secure. Now, getting back to the heart of the matter, 5-star cornerback Djon Lee is undoubtedly one of the most coveted recruits in the 2025 class, and it's easy to see why. His imposing physicality and refined technical ability make him a dominant force in the secondary. The fact that he racked up 13 pass defenses in his junior season demonstrates not only his ability to read the game, but also his agility and intelligence on the field. It's rare to see a cornerback of his height be so agile and capable in press coverage, something Alabama, under Kalen DeBoer, will certainly exploit to its fullest. The interest from Oregon, led by Dan Lanning, could be seen as an admission that they recognize the special talent that Lee brings. Lanning's relentless, never-give-up approach is well known, but ultimately, what matters to an elite player like Djon Lee is not just the promises made in recruiting, but the environment and structure that Alabama offers. Under the tutelage of experienced coaches and a winning culture, Lee is positioning himself to thrive in Tuscaloosa. It's worth noting that Alabama is no stranger to this type of situation. Several times in the past, high-profile recruits have been targeted by other schools after committing to the Tide, but invariably, Alabama's combination of tradition, development, and success prevails. Kalen DeBoer has done an exemplary job of keeping players focused and ensuring that talents like Lee remain committed to the program. Another thing that should be highlighted is Djon Lee's versatility. He is not only a talented cornerback, but a player who understands the game on multiple levels, being able to contribute in different areas of the defense. With his strengths in both coverage and support against the run game, Lee has the intelligence and physicality to make an immediate impact at the college level, making him a key part of Alabama's defensive plans. The fact that other programs, including Georgia and Texas A&M, are trying to make a move on Lee's decision should come as no surprise to anyone. However, the commitment to Alabama was made based on a genuine connection and shared vision between Lee and DeBoer's coaching staff. He himself acknowledged the value of having those relationships, something that will be crucial to his future development. While Oregon continues to try, and even though Djon Lee himself has said it's good to maintain relationships with different coaches, all signs point to him staying loyal to Alabama. The Crimson Tide offers not only a successful program, but also a development platform that few other programs can match. The interest from Lanning and others only reinforces how valuable Lee is as a player, but ultimately it seems unlikely that anyone will be able to steer the young talent away from his current trajectory. Djon Lee has the potential to become a pillar in Alabama's secondary. The preparation to face him has already begun, but the strength of Lee's commitment to the Crimson Tide is unwavering. Under Kalen DeBoer's leadership, he will be in good hands, and the work already done in recruiting suggests that Alabama remains on the right track to work with this player. Jaylen Milroe has had an impressive run as Alabama's quarterback, and his journey thus far has been marked by triumphs and challenges, both on and off the field. Now, with the Crimson Tide just 2 wins away from a possible national title, Milroe is proving that the skepticism surrounding him was unfounded, especially the doubts cast by his former offensive coordinator, Bill O'Brien. In a recent press conference, Milroe revealed an episode that has certainly stuck with him. During his time at Alabama, O'Brien, now the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots, suggested that Milroe should consider changing positions. For any player, that kind of comment could easily shake their confidence, but for Milroe, it served as fuel. He shared with reporters that O'Brien told him he shouldn't play quarterback, a statement that, in Milroe's words, motivated him even more to prove himself. When asked how he felt about hearing that, Milroe was blunt, "How would you feel if I told you sucked?" That response carries the weight of someone who has always struggled to be recognized for his position, but who has never allowed the opinions of others to define his destiny. For Milroe, the key has been staying true to himself, something he has emphasized in his statements. "The most important thing for me is to stay true to myself and stay the same," he said, showing the resilience and determination that have gotten him this far. O'Brien's criticism might have distracted a less determined player, but for Milroe, it was just another obstacle to overcome. And with unwavering confidence, he added, "Look where I am now." So who has the last laugh? Milroe's path has not exactly been straightforward. After assuming the starting quarterback position, he has faced setbacks, such as being benched for the game against South Florida in Week 3, following the loss to Texas. However, the player was undeterred. He returned to the lineup the following week and has since led the Crimson Tide with consistent, dominant performances. His rebounding ability and impact on the team show that Milroe is exactly where he should be, and in control. The numbers speak for themselves: 2,718 yards, 23 touchdowns, and an impressive 65.5% completion rate, in addition to his rushing contributions of 468 yards and 12 touchdowns. These results show that Milroe has not only embraced the responsibility he has been given, but that he is also thriving under the pressure. Under his leadership, Alabama has amassed a 10-0 record since returning to the starting lineup, culminating in a decisive victory over the Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC Championship. That triumph secured Alabama's spot in the college football playoff, and Milroe was rewarded with a sixth-place finish in the 2023 Heisman Trophy balloting. Milroe's story is a true example of perseverance and dedication. He not only defied the expectations placed on him, but he overcame those challenges with a winning mindset. Stepping into the starting quarterback position after Bryce Young left for the NFL, many wondered if he was ready to lead a program as prestigious as Alabama. Now, with the team just 2 games away from a national title, Milroe has proven that he is not only ready, but that he thrives under the pressure. Milroe's confidence and ability to stay true to himself, even in the face of harsh criticism, is a testament to his character. He could have given in to O'Brien's suggestion and changed positions, but he chose to continue on the path he believed was right. That decision not only put him in a position to succeed, but it also reinforced the confidence of his teammates and coaches in his leadership. Now, Milroe and Alabama have a big challenge ahead of them, facing undefeated Michigan in the Rose Bowl. The Crimson Tide, led by a confident and determined Milroe, are stronger than ever. The win over mighty Georgia was a clear sign that Alabama is ready to take on any opponent, and Milroe's demeanor this season has shown that he is not only a talented player, but also a natural leader. Milroe is making his mark on Alabama, and his story is a powerful reminder that success often comes to those who refuse to give up, even when faced with adversity. Let's keep going! Nate Oats' skill as an Alabama basketball recruiter is becoming increasingly evident with the impressive way he has guided the program in recent recruiting cycles. The most recent achievement came with the commitment of London Jemison, a top 40 prospect in the 2025 class. By beating out top programs like Louisville and Kansas, Oats not only solidified the Crimson Tide's position on the national stage, but also proved that Alabama has become a desirable destination for elite talent. Jemison, a power forward who hails from Connecticut's prestigious St. Thomas More High School, is exactly the type of player who can elevate the program. Ranked as the number 38 overall prospect in On3's 2025 class, he also ranks 9th among power forwards, demonstrating his versatility and potential. His ranking as the number 1 player in the state of Connecticut further underscores the impact his arrival at Alabama will have. With the addition of Jemison, Oats is ensuring that the Crimson Tide will continue to build a robust and competitive team for the future. This commitment marks another significant win for Oats and his staff, who had already secured top 70 recruit Amari Allen as the first piece of the 2025 class. Jemison's arrival boosts Alabama to the number 6 overall recruiting ranking, confirming the strength of the program under Oats' leadership. The speed with which the coach secured Jemison's signing after offering a scholarship in May 2024 reflects the Crimson Tide's ability to close major deals, even against top competition. Jemison's recruitment process also highlights Nate Oats' ability to create a genuine and solid connection with players. The experience of being immersed in this sports atmosphere and seeing Oats' unwavering support for the program only reinforced his decision. Oats' commitment to the overall success of the school's sport and his constant presence at Bama's big moments are attracting new recruits. This type of involvement, which extends beyond the 4 lines of the court, makes Oats a unique coach in the college basketball landscape. He not only understands the importance of building a competitive program, but he also knows how to create a unified environment that attracts the best talent. It is Nate Oats' ability to combine a modern vision of the game with strong relationships that is making Alabama an elite recruiting destination. Athletes want to be a part of something big, and the Crimson Tide offers just that. With Jemison and Allen leading the 2025 class, the expectations surrounding the Alabama basketball program continue to rise. Nate Oats' successful recruiting positioned the team to compete on equal footing with the biggest powerhouses in college basketball, and the impact of these additions will be felt quickly. The future in Tuscaloosa looks brighter than ever, and the team's continued success on the recruiting trail is just one interesting example of the talent the team can develop. Nate Oats isn't just recruiting great players, he's building a winning culture at Alabama, and that transformation is already starting to show on the court. Oats' work as a recruiter, coupled with his tactical prowess, is paving an exciting path for the Bama program. Let me know what you think in the comments.